scouts several clubs. According to ESPN's Darren Wolfson of ESPN.com on Twitter, Santana allowed an earned run, 3 total of 6 hits, and a pair of walks, 5 strikeouts in 6 innings against the White Sox. And they got a win today. I did watch a little bit of Santana. He looked awesome. He looked like a pitcher that wants to get moved to a good team. And I think he's going to get traded to a good team. If he comes to the Blue Jays, I think that'd be a good pickup. If he goes to the Red Sox, I think the Red Sox have the prospects to get a pitcher like Irvin Santana, who they can throw right into the rotation, put Drew Pomeranz into the bullpen where he belongs. I think that might happen. 4 errors made behind him. So, Irvin Santana would be a good fit for them. And there's another name. According to ESPN's Jerry Krasnick, reports the Giants are interested in Phillies right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. Has been overslated. It's another pitcher that the Giants could get if they don't get Matt Moore. Wade Miley has been moved to the Orioles recently today. I don't know who they gave up from, but they gave up some young prospects. I think Wade Miley is going to help out the Orioles. He's not the greatest pitcher, but he's a decent pitcher, and I think he should help the Orioles out. The Orioles could use like a Jake Odorizzi. They could use a Matt Moore. They could use, one of these great arms. I think that's would make sense. The Marlins have talked to the Red Sox about Brady Clay Buchholz, according to John Heyman of FanRag. But Miami wasn't enamored, armed of Boston's asking price. Heyman says it doesn't appear as there are any attraction between the two sides. Miami is still addressing its rotation needs, acquisition of Andrew Cashner and Colin Ray, but the latter lost middle of the first start to an elbow injury. He's heading for the DL. Oh, Boone Logan of Colorado could be moved. He's another good pitcher, former Yankee. I wouldn't be surprised if he's moved. There's been talk of Jake McGee of the Tampa Bay Rays as another rental player. There's talk of Yoesco Puig will probably be in the Chris Archer deal. I think that'd be a good deal. It would be a good deal for Puig, but it'd be a good deal for the Dodgers to get a good pitcher, an ace, like to go with Kershaw when he comes back, probably next year, or maybe probably next year. So it's a win-win situation for the Dodgers. They'll have some pitching no matter what. Even though Puig has struggled the last few years, I think he's still a young enough player where he can come in and he can still help out a team, become a great team. I think Puig has had some troubles off the field and he's having troubles on the field. So it's not going to be easy for Yoesco Puig. He comes from a country like Cuba where everything else is different from what it is in the United States or here in Canada, but especially in the States. It's just a different life. There's more freedom to do what he wants to do, and there's so much restrictions on these players. They can't just be themselves, And I think there's not that much great freedom in America. You can't do this, you can't do that. If you get in trouble, they blow it out of proportion. I think people need more freedom, even in America, man. They don't have the freedom that we all think they have freedom, but they have freedom, but they don't have that much freedom, man. We're still under a system that just punishes anybody that gets out of line, and I think that's just the way it is. According to some talk from ESPN Buster Only, I was listening tonight, and the commentators, they were talking about Beltran. There's been talk of the Red Sox, the Astros, and I wouldn't rule out another team, the Cleveland Indians, on Carlos Beltran, and the New York Mets. I will never rule out the Mets. I think the Mets have an interest in Carlos Beltran. I throw this rumor out. Beltran had a good run with the Mets, and if they want to make the playoffs, he could be the guy that gets moved to the Mets. I wouldn't be surprised to move him to a rival. Don't be surprised. We'll see what happens. So, and it's still up to the owner, Hal Steinbrenner. Hey, Andrew Miller's been moved. Both Chapman's been moved. Those are some huge pieces that have been moved from New York. New York is in full sell mode. They lost today against Tampa Bay, and the Mariners crushed the Cubs today. So, you never know. Rich Hill looks like he's going to extend in Oakland, so He might not get moved. Daniel Norris might get moved. Reyes was placed on disabled list because he's injured. Yeah. And then you have the Lucre moves. Well, I'm back, folks. We'll see. You never know in this game. You always gotta be positive. You gotta always look at the big picture. And on the big picture I look at in Major League Baseball, you never know. We gotta play the games. Home runs, driving in runs, making pitching changes, getting a timely hit, doing bunts, having fun. Fans come to the game with their families, their friends, young and old. We just love the game of baseball. And that's what I love about MLB trade rumors. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. I'll do a special MLB trade deadline. I'll talk about 10 minutes or 5 minutes about the MLB trade deadline and all the moves we're going to see during the day. Y'all have a good night for this day of July the 31st, 2016 for Sunday. The one and only Mark Spencer just want to say, y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching from wherever you are. You are the best, folks. You the people. You motivate me to do these all the time. I want to say congratulations to the candidates running for president of the United States. Hillary Clinton, congratulations. The first woman to ever run for office. That's an honor. Donald Trump, someone went from being a celebrity on The Apprentice, his own show, a big businessman in the business world, is running for president. Also, congratulations to you two. And congratulations to anyone that's running for office. I mean, that's great responsibility. We need the best person for the job. And what, in my book, they both have a good chance to be the commander-in-chief, my neighbors to the south of America. So, it's up to them. At the end of the day, we the people got to make the choice. I can make the choice. It's up to you the people. You got to go with your gut feeling, folks. Go with your heart. Your heart can never change your mind. It has been an interesting campaign on both sides. Now the commercials are going to start popping up. I saw one today when I was watching the baseball game, and yeah, they're getting interesting. That's what it is. It's election season. You think they go on vacation now? I think now they're probably have vacation with their families. And now it's getting serious. Now it's getting close to the election time. As we go September, October, you're going to start to see them kissing babies. They're going to be doing town hall meetings. You're going to be seeing it all. The conventions are over, and now it's time to get serious. So I wish them both the best. And the MLB trade deadline's tomorrow, folks. And thanks for watching, folks. And this is what it means to me, folks.